Hello traders, Ash Playstead, your trading psychology master coach. Hope you're all well. Today's video, I want to talk about the 10 deadly sins holding you back from trading success. These are very common self-limiting beliefs. Some you may have heard of and be familiar with, some you may not. But let's have a look at them. It's really, really important to understand what might be holding us back. I'll come back to number one in a moment. Look, we all know we're not born traders. We grow up under our parents' rules. We go to school. We study under the school's rules and an education system. We work and earn money under our boss's rules. Most traders do not acknowledge it until the pain of losses forces them to see what they've been avoiding. We never had the opportunity to make our own rules. That's the problem. It happens that in trading, it is the trader who creates the rules to guide his or her behavior. And that's why this is a skill that goes against all the common beliefs that evolution and society imposes on us. Not to mention, as I said, the mind we are gifted by our genetic evolution. We were never taught the necessary skills to succeed in this industry, so we need the time to develop them. Just as a child needs time to learn how to talk and walk, a trader needs time to learn to detach from money, be patient and independent. So let's dive into the biggest limiting beliefs that act as barriers for trading success. Number one, the harder I work, the more money I will have. This is the 9 to 5 mentality working in trading. In the same way, personal worth becomes tied to money, so that self-worth equals net worth. Many traders believe they have to work hard for their money. And if they don't work hard, they do not deserve to make easy money. Others don't believe they deserve to be making beyond a certain level of money or income. And every time they go beyond that glass ceiling, they sabotage themselves. Now, these traders can make good profits, but they fail to keep them because they simply think they don't deserve them. Now, although they don't consciously think about it, it is their deeper beliefs in their subconscious mind that cause this. Now, these beliefs lead traders to several trading mistakes. Over trading because they only feel they are progressing if they're being active in the market, they need to feel they're traders, and the only way to feel this is when they trade. Disregarding the importance of preparation and only focusing on execution, thinking that's what makes them grow. Patience is not a valuable skill for them because the only meaning they associate with patience is inaction, boredom, and stagnation. This couldn't be further from the truth. In trading, patience is at least 80% of your profits. Number two, trading will fix my financial problems. If you get into trading to make money, you are set to failure right from the get-go. Money only comes as a consequence of all your commitment, dedication, discipline, and a set of other skills that you only gain in the course of your trading process and progress. Now, this belief works completely against your profits. The last thing you want to put in your trading is pressure to achieve a money goal. And yet, when we get into trading, of course, we get into it to make money. So this creates a really tricky paradox. Focusing on developing the right psychological skills is your priority. And maybe after that, you have a chance of winning a few pips here and there. Yes, pips or points or units. Never thinking about money. Always be thinking about your performance in units or pips. That's my advice. Number three, I have to be right in order to make money. In trading, concepts like right and wrong don't exist. Replace those with profitable or non-profitable. You either fell on the profitable side of probability or the non-profitable side of probability. You don't need to know what the next move is to profit from it. It's all about your ability to get in and ride the trade and to take the most out of it according to your plan. There are important techniques that offer more consistency long-term than others. One of them is taking partial profits instead of a single target. When you do this, you not only develop the habit of paying yourself more often, but you remove a lot of emotion out of the equation. So think with me, if you take partial profits, you are more probable to profit from a move you were wrong about. You'll also let the trades ride with no worries because you already paid yourself. You already won something out of the trade, and that gives you a strong sense of relief. We can't control outcomes. So the best way we can manage our trades is accept what the market is offering us at the right time. Don't refuse to take profits just to see your trade reverse against you. And there it is. You know, that is one of the cardinal emotional mistakes. A trade that could have been a win and turned out into a loss is very damaging. Number 4, if I lose, I have failed. If I win, I have succeeded. How often I cross losses are inevitable. We can't control outcomes nor the market. If you judge your trading quality based on your losses, what you're doing is basically trying to avoid them. Your trading is not dictated by losses and wins. Rather, it is measured by your performance. Number 5, did I follow my system and plan? The answer to this question responds to all of the doubts you have about the quality of your trading. Our behavior, our mind is the only thing we can control in trading. So you need to focus on that rather than trying to control the market. Follow your plan. Number 6, I need to get the perfect trade with the perfect entry. Yep, there's a lot of traders who get stuck with this one. You know, they not only want to be right, but they want to be perfect while being right. They want to enter at the absolute wick of the candle that forms the top. So they want to get in right at the top, and they have tendencies to trade tops and bottoms because they want to catch the whole move. For this reason, they try to predict the market by putting together a bunch of reasons that are outside of the scope of their strategy just to justify their trade. If they make a mistake, they take it as a personal reflection of their competency as a human being. Common mistake these traders constantly make is adding to losing positions to try and catch the exact top or bottom because they have to be right. Their identity is associated with being right and perfect. And the way you fix this problem is by recognizing that money is made in the middle of a move. As traders, we don't want to try and guess bottoms, tops, or new trends. We want to already have that confirmation so we can go with the flow. Confirmation is everything. You need to remind yourself the reason why you entered into this game is to be profitable and to improve your performance, not to impress others or your own ego. Perfect makes losers in trading. Don't fall for it. Number 7, my strategy is making me lose. It's my strategy, externalizing blame onto your strategy. All successful traders accept complete and utter 100% responsibility for their actions, whether they be winning or losing. So although you need to have a tested strategy that works, most of the time the problem lies in a place further away from that, and that is your psychology. Very often the problem is not your strategy, it's your lack of discipline to follow it. Blaming external factors as the reason for your failure is always easier than facing your own flaws. Your strategy is obviously important, but you know what's more important? You executing it consistently and flawlessly without changing one single thing about it to the point where it's boring. Your performance always plays a bigger role than your strategy itself. And believe me, that has been proven for decades. No strategy will work for you if you don't fix the root cause of the problem. You are the only reason for your own sabotage, your psychology. Until you take responsibility for your own trades and trading and results, it's going to be hell for you. Trading, it's the worst possible nightmare. Number 8, I'll be disciplined when I trade a bigger account. You might already be guessing what is one of the most limiting beliefs in trading. First comes your efforts without results, which is called commitment. And only then maybe you'll start seeing small results over time. Those small achievements are the product of a huge effort. But the more you remain committed doing the right things, the less effort you'll need to put in later to get big results. The more you remain committed doing the right things, the less effort you'll need to put in later. It's very common to see traders starting funded accounts when they haven't necessarily developed the psychological skills yet to handle such big amounts of money. They are not even consistent on a small account, and yet they think an external factor such as trading a bigger account is what's going to change the inside problem, which is their psychology. Pretty much impossible to be consistently profitable with a large balance if you can't profit with a small balance. Why? Because your bad habits are going to transpose equally, just in a bigger size. Number 9, the more markets I analyze, the more opportunities I have of making money. Wrong. The more you trade with the wrong approach, the more opportunities you have of losing. Right? This is another way of externalizing blame and responsibility. More trades doesn't mean more money if you don't have a system edge and a psychological edge. You know, your calculated risk-reward ratio is more important than the amount of trades you take. More trades doesn't mean more money if you don't have that edge. Remember that. Imagine that you take each trade with a different strategy. That means your probabilities to win are reduced to almost zero. Opportunities lie in probabilities, not the amount of markets you trade. So these traders tend to analyze every possible market to get as much as they can. You can make money trading only one single market or Forex pair. This is one of the beliefs you need to incorporate into your belief system. Okay? Now, let's go to number 10. Big wins are what make great traders. And these are the big winners that you see all over YouTube, all over the internet, how much money people have made, and the ones that have gone down in the history of trading, the legends. We see a lot about that. So in trading, let me make this clear. Anyone and everybody can win big, but very few are the ones who are able to keep the profits. Big wins happen more often to the trader who is able to cut his or her losses small. Better psychology skills are required to cut a loss small than to win big. Of course, it's attractive to win big, and occasionally your system might get you into a big win, but it's not about that. It's about your system. The secret to profitability in trading is all in capital management and capital preservation, protecting what you have and not give it away to the market. So what's our conclusion here from the 10 deadly sins of trading? We'll go back there. Self-limiting beliefs cannot be ignored in trading. They are the thorn that keeps causing pain over and over again until they're dealt with. Things such as using a trading journal to diagnose them is an efficient way to discover and solve them. And that's where the real work of building the mind of a successful trader takes place. Trading gives you the opportunity to redevelop your mind, improve yourself, and build good habits like any other skill. It's an enormous opportunity for growth as a trader and as a human being. Those two are very strongly linked. Make sure to take advantage of it the very best you can. Now, in my Mindset Reflexology program, I personally work with individual traders to help them identify their limiting beliefs as well as habits that are negatively affecting their trading performance. I help them set a plan of action to identify and solve bad habits and implement new ones. Then together we work to replace their psychological approach, one that they brought along, for one that matches their trading goals. You'll find this program, if I can say this, way more helpful than a new strategy course. Now, you can reach me anytime on social media, website, YouTube. Don't forget to check out all other videos, go through these limiting self-beliefs and see if you own any. If so, make sure to get working on them as soon as possible. See you on the next video.